Here's a video showing you how to make parallel lines cut by a transversal with GeoGebra. First thing we want is a line. Let's call it line AB. Next we want a line that's parallel to AB. So we're going to grab the parallel line tool, and if you hover over the parallel line tool it says select a point and a parallel line. So I'm going to select this parallel line, and then as I move my mouse cursor up, you see there's this line that's parallel. So I can just create another point. I'm going to create another point on this line because we'll want to move it around a bit. And you'll notice that D is a slightly different color than C. And that's because D is dependent on this parallel line. You can't move it except for moving it along the line. All of the other points, the blue points, are free points. In other words, I can move C, and I'll see that the line moves around the parallel line. I can move B, and the two lines are parallel, and I can move A, and that same relationship is true. Then I'll select a transversal. Maybe I'll put a transversal through AC. And I'll need a couple more points to show me some angles. Oops, that one didn't quite land on the line. The reason I know that, you can see it's a slightly different color than blue, so I'll just tap undo, put a point right on the line, and then another point right on the line. Now I want to measure some angles. I'll measure angle FCD. Well, that's weird. Measure the larger angle. What we can do is we can go to the angle properties by going to Edit, to Object Properties. Now I want to change that angle to be strictly an angle between 0 and 180. Now it looks like what we're going for at 80.87. And so I'll continue to do this with the other angles. Oops. I'll do that. And if I go in the opposite order, CB, hey, that seemed to work. B, A, C. Looks like those last two didn't quite work out. So once again, in the object properties, I'll select all the angles and force them to be angles between 0 and 180. Now it's kind of a mess in here. If I use the move tool, I can move around some of the labels at the end of these angles. But let's change the way these angles look a bit. So once again, in the object properties, object properties. Ooh, I want object. I want to select a certain collection of angles. I want angle alpha, basically all of the acute angles. So I'm going to hold down the command button, holding down command, and then I'm going to go through and type angles that are the acute angles. So you see I've got these 4 selected. I just let go of the command button. And now I'm going to say, I don't want to show the label, but I do want to change the color. Maybe I'll make those red. And a little bit, maybe no filling. And I'll give them a little bit thicker, a bit larger as well. That looks good. Now I'm going to select the other angles, the ones that I didn't. Click, now holding down the command button, click, click, click. Now release the command button, and I'll change the color to, I still kind of like that green, but I will have no filling. And then the decoration, I'll have those be double angle tick marks with a little bit larger size. forgot to turn off the labels. Just select all the angles and say no, show, label, turn that off. So now I've got these angle relationships shown, and as I move GeoGebra around, the angle relationships still hold. Like they're still named.